When you go screwing with the phone while you're trying to drive. Shouldn't be doing that. That's right. That's just in my truck. Wait till some people get up in here. Yes, it's going to be jumpy. I got a better mount, but still may not be the best. Guys in, get this thing rotated. Ooh, jeez. Get that set right. Oh, that mount really does suck. Shaky, shaky, shaky. So I'm driving back to the yard from the auction. I just left the auction. Nothing crazy. Just two cars today so far. A pile of crap Versa and everybody's favorite Chevy Malibu. Let me see if I can get the comments pulled up. Live chat, all messages. So I'm gonna take a little drive back. 15 to the 91. Gonna use the express lanes. Why? It's faster and it bypasses a whole lot of traffic. And for my beverage of the day, I've got Dutch Bros, the kicker. It's an Irish cream blended coffee, better than Starbucks. Well, that's scary. I got daylight in front of me and Swift to the right. Swift, destined crash. Well, if you're tuning in, this is pretty much just going to be me driving. Crazy stuff. I like a little bit of fresh air, so you'll get some noise from the window. Fun times. Right now I'm in Fontana. Construction truck there. What is this street called? Mulberry? It's Country Village, but it's a different name on this side. Get from Jaruba to the 60. Weird part is out here it gets a lot more windy, but it's also hotter. It's definitely warm this week. Let me see if I can see what the temperature is right now. Can't mess with my phone, but my watch mimics everything. So in Fontana it is, woo, it's gonna get even hotter today in Fontana. It says it's 81 right now, and it's supposed to get to 101 out here. That's rough. Curiosity killed the cat. What's it gonna be in Stanton when I get back? Change locations. Oh, it says right now it's 81 in Stanton too, but the high is going to be 87. I'll take 87 over 101 degrees any day. I'll take double digits over triple. I don't like the heat. I like the cold. Bring me 50 degree weather and a jacket. I will enjoy that all day long. When it's hot, it's makes everything icky. I did a rollover yesterday, and it's probably every bit of 80 degrees. And if you guys have watched my videos enough, you usually see me running around lickety split trying to get everything done. But yeah, no, when it's hot, I don't run. I try to mitigate how much I burn myself. So yeah, I move slower. But a lot of that's because I get gas too. The electric car that's behind me is probably not happy I just changed lanes. Because he just changed lanes with me. going to get really bumpy. You see a lot of tow trucks come up and down the street because a lot of guys use this route to get to the auction. You got one of the biggest auctions over here. But if you jump on the same, actually one of the passed up off of Jerupa was Cherry. If you take that to the other side of the 10 freeway is IAA, which if you don't know what IAA is, it's the biggest, probably one of the biggest insurance auctions. So a lot of your, like if you crash a car and the insurance company totals it, like they don't send it to a junkyard. They're trying to get as much money back from that car as they possibly can. Hell, even if it's a complete burn job, they will still send it to auction. So they send it to auction, you know, sells the car. Whatever proceeds they get from the auction, they take that towards what they want to paying out. You know, insurance companies don't just cut you a check for the car and they're like, okay, we're done. No, they try to recoup some of their losses too. And so by selling that car to auction, they're recouping a bunch of their losses. They usually have a thing in there where you can buy back the car, or quote unquote keep the car, but you're going to basically lose money on your payout because they're going to deduct what they probably would have got from auction from that vehicle for you keeping it. And then it's going to be branded salvage as well. But IAA is one of the biggest auctions, and then the other one you got is Copart. That's another one. Let's see, this guy's coming up my right. Dude, you're not going to pass me. What are you doing? It's a Chevy. Sorts. We're back on the 60. Okay, well, he just jumped around me 3 lanes over. Oh, it's a Siemens company vehicle. That guy's driving massively aggressively. Little tidbit. I'll talk about this guy here in a second, but a little tidbit, if you're driving a company vehicle that's got your company name plastered on it, probably should watch how you drive. And this guy with the expired, or not the expired, but the, wow. So I find that a lot of these guys that have these handicap permanent plates, yeah, they drive like it too. I always question their ability to drive because their driving is absolutely retarded. Probably is a bad word to say because retarded triggers people. I don't. Hey, choo-choos. It's a rail yard here. I forget which one it is. I looked it up. It's not UP's rail yard. It's a logistics company that handles stuff. So it's a rail yard for UP, but it's not operated or you know, owned and ran by them in a sense. It cuts costs for them. Oh. All right, I'm gonna back off and let this container go. On, he doesn't need to be battling me. See, if you use a blinker correctly in front of me, I'll let you go. But if you try to cut in front of me shortly, then you know you might have issues. I've only got to ride this out here for a moment because once I get on 15, it's going to be a quick jump across to get into the express lanes. From the 60, the entrance is pretty quick. There's a Toyota with paper plates. I just started observing stuff. Hey, is that a Swift terminal? Oh, wow. They do exist. probably enough time that I could take the right lane and go around this guy, but I'm not in a rush, so yeah, don't feel like it. PVA. Woo! I don't know where that came from. This is like a big, giant Amazon warehouse on the right. I didn't know until I went to the Costco that's on the other side of that building one time to get a pizza on my lunch break. And I saw the lettering on the building from overhead that it was a Amazon delivery center or fulfillment center. And fulfillment, delivery, all the same. They do everything out of those centers. So this is the fun part, because I'm going to do the same thing that Chevy did, but I'm not doing it all like darting across the freeway. Right now, it's off peak, so the price should be lower. The prices for the express lanes change. They change more or less based on how much traffic there is. There's a lot of traffic to see the price go up. Now, I'm sorry, the phone's doing a little bit of bouncing. I fixed what I could, but the mount's got a little bit of give in it. This is definitely like Charupa Valley, Ontario area now. Not Norcoke yet. I go a little ways to get to Norcoke. And see, this is where the express lane saved me time. There's all this traffic. And it'll start to slow down for a minute, and it'll start to go again too. It's a weird 3 lanes of freeway. So let's see, Lyman, I guess it's just the Charupa Valley area, city of Charupa Valley. Let's see, oh, Eastvale, there you go, city of Eastvale. Country land though, we're out in the country. Yes, it does exist in California. I don't have a whole lot to narrate on, so I will give you guys the dime tour in a sense. It's starting to build a lot more out here, though. All these homes are new. When I was a kid, there was nothing here but farms and fields, slaughterhouses. Still is a bunch of slaughterhouses and farms and fields. They're just not as many as there used to be. Okay, our changeable price rate sign. What are we at? The 2nd Street, 50 cents. We're not going all the way to Calico. That's on the other side of 91. So this section I'm going to be in is 50 cents. So that's not bad. Know that most of my videos are recorded with a GoPro using the DJI now. I like that camera better. The only downside is between that and GoPro is the video format with GoPro is straight across. When I pull that to my computer, I go right to the editing software with it to go. DJI uses a higher definition condensed version. So I have to convert that before I can take it into my video software to edit. That's the only downside of it. Other than that, the camera's great. Great low light. Great battery life. Thank God. One battery, I've got a lot of videos. Really? That happens all the time. I don't know. You guys it probably looks further away to you guys. But that truck literally had less than a car length in front of me. $7 and some change to go to the Orange County line, 91, and so that's where we're going. See to the right, there's a lot of slow down on traffic, and there will be, because as we get past, I believe it's after 2nd until after Hidden Valley, it's going to slow down a lot. That stretch for some reason always slows down. Some of these businesses have been here for a long time. And the other day, not last week, but the week before, by my house up in Elsinore, there was a big fire at one of the storage facilities. Looked like a whole bank of units got taken out. Heavy fire. Like, it's not uncommon to hear a fire truck in my neck of the woods. What is uncommon is you start hearing a lot of them responding. And you can tell the difference in urgency, how they drive. When they're a little bit more cautious in intersections and turns, it's not that urgent. But when you see them flying and, you know, being a lot more urgent when they're driving, I should say, aggressive, you know, it's something decent. And there's an app in Orange County that you can use to see what's going on with the fire department, the medical calls and stuff like that. It's called Pulse Point. Riverside County Fire, along with CAL FIRE, because I guess Riverside County Fire is actually ran by CAL FIRE. I don't know how that works, but yeah, Riverside County Fire is CAL FIRE in a sense. They have their own incident feed on the internet. Just type in Riverside County Fire, and it'll pull up an incident feed of everything going on that they're responding to for calls for service that are active. I don't know, I think it shows old ones too, but yeah, it shows. So yeah, I pulled it up and I saw they had a fire going on, and then I looked that direction because the streets where it was at was just down the street from the Home Depot where I was, and I seen this big black cloud of smoke. And you know, when you see black, that is a raw fire that's going with no water on it. So the inner side of me on my off time decided to be a little stringer and go over there and get a bunch of video. And yeah, it was a ripper. They call it a ripper where, you know, it's blazing. So I got some video of that. At some point I'm going to edit that, and that'll go up on my news channel. I don't promote really any of my other channels, but I do have a news channel that I try to put some stuff in. I'm new to it, so bear with me on that. But SoCal News 10 is my news channel. It's not very active right now. I need to kind of start being a little bit more active, but trying to burn the candle at both ends, doing a lot of things. There's not enough time at the end of the day. But yeah, at some point I'll edit the video clips I got of that and put it up there. Now we're on the 91. They've been publicizing a lot in the news about the carpool cheaters on this. This section was the first section of express lanes in Orange County to Riverside County, and they have toll plazas. Not your traditional where you stop and pay cash or whatever. They don't have any cash toll plazas in California anymore, I don't think. Maybe the San Francisco or the Bay Bridge, but Southern California here, we have no cash tolls. Everything is digital. Everything is online. But it's still considered to be a toll plaza because it's an area where they've got everything set up to toll you. So there's a dedicated lane, and you have to have a regular transponder. The sticker transponders don't work for this. If you don't have a switchable transponder that you can select 1, 2, or 3 people in your vehicle, or 3 plus, then the carpool thing doesn't work for you. But if you have the switchable transponder, you have 3+ people in your vehicle, you set that transponder to 3+, there's a dedicated lane that you go into, and you get the carpool pricing for the toll. Typically, it's free. If your carpool, the toll is free. Now that transponder also works on the 15 express lanes and the 10 express lanes. Anywhere where they have signs about carpool. I'm gonna slow down because I don't want to be like this guy. I don't like these guys who are slow either. It's interesting. So anywho, you set that to 3+, and then when you go over the gantry that reads it, you get the carpool toll pricing. Now they've talked about them having cameras and technology to determine how many people are in your car for the longest time, but they don't. They put these cameras in that, you know, take the front windshield view and the license plate and stuff like that, but you know, I don't know if they're trying to say they're using thermal imagery technology, but even that's going to be hard to determine. For the most part, this is an honor system. But they've been lately doing this big giant smear campaign of you're going to get caught with the cameras, they've installed new cameras and all this and that, and you get caught, you're going to, you know, get fined or whatever. So typically what happens is a CHP sits at these toll plazas. They're coming up to the toll plaza. CHP sits there and they watch. Anybody who goes through, and there's an express lanes flatbed down too. The toll roads, the express lanes, they've got a dedicated crew of tow trucks to respond just for stuff that's blocking the express lanes. So this 3+ lane, you go through that and you're not 3+. What they're saying is the cameras are going to catch you, you're going to get a toll violation. Now there's been different talk on that about it being the toll plus a $5 administrative fee, which is not that big of a penalty. However, if CHP catches you, it's a carpool ticket. You get you get one of two tickets. You either get a carpool ticket or you get toll evasion. Toll evasion is actually worse than the carpool ticket is. It's more expensive. I don't believe any of those are a point on your license, but a carpool ticket's $500. The toll evasion ticket, I think, is like $800 plus the toll, plus the, you know, whatever the toll, $800 plus fees basically. It's up there. The tickets that are issued for some of the stuff are outrageous. So, anywho, they've been doing like a big smear campaign about the cameras and stuff and all that stuff, but the technology has been in place for years at the toll plaza. It was supposed to work that way. It doesn't. It never has. And they haven't done anything really new, and there's not really anything that, you know, can scan directly in a vehicle outside of like X-ray to really determine, and even that, it requires a human to really look at some of these photos. So, yeah, do I think they should crack down on it? Absolutely. But that's going to require cops, and there's just not enough. Like, we didn't even see a CHP in the toll plaza right now. Here's why everyone was going slow, because this guy is, he's going slow. I'll pass him, but not right now, because the right lane sucks. It's this size truck, that big rut line between the asphalt and the concrete, will grab my tires and start sending my my steering all over the place. Be like I'm sliding in a sense, and that doesn't kind of clean up until after the delineators start again. Once that line goes away, like it kind of is now, then that lane is safer to drive in. It's a left lane hog, that's all it is. Somebody who doesn't know that if you're driving slower than everybody else, you're supposed to. Oh! CHP's going after somebody. So I was slowing down. Yeah, dude. Yeah, people drive like dumbasses. There's a cop up there. He just jumped out. You want to be the one. Let's see who he gets. Because if he blocked out like that, he already got somebody he wants to get. I mean, you're trapped. You can't go anywhere in this. You're driving the next like 15 miles. Chippy's in the right lane now. Chippy's in the left lane now. There's another cop coming up the left side. If he got somebody he wants to go after, or if shift change time for him. Well, no, because he went around. That's a turnaround spot. That's where CHP and emergency vehicles in the center here can actually turn around from the eastbound side. You're not allowed to use that in a regular car. You get caught using that. Ooh, big fine. Big fine. There's a truck. That chick is looking at him. There he is. Where the hell did he go? I don't even see him anymore. He's looking at him. No, when he got somebody, when you see the lights kick on. He's not going to turn them on yet. If he's going to get somebody, he's going to leave them off until he gets right up to them, or unless he needs to move cars out of his way. He's going to leave them off. But he could also be just transitioning to this toll plaza. So there's the Orange County toll plaza. The one we just went through was Riverside, or Corona. Well, Riverside County. This is Orange County. This guy wants the carpool. This is not a good thing to do it that way. Oh, there's the Chippy. Yeah, he's probably just going to swap out. That's the same Chippy, I don't know. Looks like they're doing shift change. It's about 11 o'clock. We got a couple of different shifts. They got like a 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. 6 to 6. It's 6 to 6, a 6 to 6, 11 to 11, or an 8 to 11, or something like that. They've got a swing shift, but the thing is there's not a lot. There's a handful of officers in each jurisdiction. This CHP jurisdiction here is Santa Ana. They cover a large area. There's the 91 scales. You can't go in the scales though if you're in the express lanes. You kind of get a free exemption there. Because obviously, as you see, I can't exit the express lanes to go to the scales. It'd probably be dangerous nonetheless. There's no exit except for the county line. Off to the right, if you're not familiar with the area, we got the Santa Ana riverbed, or in this area is more known as the Santa Ana Riverlights area. That hasn't started yet. That starts at Lakeview. Next exit's going to be Imperial, and then Lakeview's after that one. Express lanes end at the 55. Yeah, I don't see any red and blue lights, so I'm guessing that CHP was just jumping over there to switch out with that guy. Then again, as a cop, he can speed and go as fast as he wants to go if it's in the commission of his job. A lot of people argue that fact. Cops, are supposed to do this, this, and this. Like, not really. They're technically exempt from a lot of traffic laws. if they're, you know, doing their job, in a sense. And if you're speeding, obviously they've got to speed to catch up to you. They still use turn signals for the most part. It's a courtesy for them. It's a requirement for us, but see, that's the way the laws are written. Cops are given some exemptions on traffic laws. There's a CHP in the shoulder there. Just sitting there waiting. You can see a lot of motorcycle cops too. Oh, we got a motorcycle on the back of a Petito's flatbed. And there was big news the other day. It's been a big news story about a tow company in Orange County. I'm not going to name names, but the owners were arrested for, well, let's just say this much, forms of fraud. It is a big company in our area. They do a lot of roadside for a three-letter roadside organization. Yet again, I'm not going to name names. But as I've heard through the grapevine right now, that roadside company is pulling the plug on them. They're scrambling to divide their areas up amongst other tow companies that are already primaries and auxiliaries for them right now. So a lot of tow companies right now are going to be getting more area added on to their existing service area for that provider, that roadside company. But I mean, it makes sense because the roadside company is all about PR. It's bad PR if you're associated with a company whose owners are facing major felony charges. Obviously, they haven't been convicted yet. And under our laws here in the U.S., you're innocent until proven guilty, which I've been through that court system. It's not always the case. You're innocent if you've got enough money to buy your innocence. If you can hire the best lawyers, get the best legal defense, you can afford the best legal defense possible to get acquitted. Look at O.J. Simpson. He's dead now, but although karma came back and got him. Karma totally came back and got him. Hey, who we got here? Donovan's? No, Ramos. Name almost looks like Donovan's. What the hell is Ramos? Where they out of? I didn't see the address. I see a lot of these tow trucks that pop up in the area here that are not ones I normally see. So I tend to look at the truck to see what city they're out of. Or at least I try. It doesn't. There was one company that showed up. They were an auxiliary company for a roadside company. I was expecting the normal company in the area to show up, but they didn't. It was an auxiliary. And the company was out of Lancaster. I asked the guy, I was like, man, you drove all the way from Lancaster to Stanton? He's like, no, I'm based out of Lancaster. And what he is he's in the truck the whole week. And he just goes wherever the calls take him. Once a week he drives back home. He lives, company's out of Lancaster. He lives in Palmdale, which is next to Lancaster. And he drives home. So he spends the rest of the week basically camping out in the truck. If you're in the towing world, you know that stopping to get a hotel room and stuff like that gets expensive. So what you do in cases like that is, as you go around, you know where all the truck stops are. you go stop at one of those truck stops each day, get your shower on, get your cleanup and stuff. You bring your, you know, you bring your clothes with you for the week in a duffel bag or whatever, and you change out. Now, if you can't access your shower, you bring stuff with you to be able to basically, you know, in a sense, do not a bird bath, but a wipe down. Baby wipes are great. I know people laugh about it, but Walmart, you can buy a case of unscented baby wipes. If you want scented, you can buy those. I don't like the Great Value brand scented. The unscented, the baby wipes are like 14 bucks. 1,000 of them, I think, or like 10 packages or whatever. And you just keep those with you. They're great for wiping your hands, your arms, and everything down. Just being able to get a cleanup. Now, this guy in this truck with his trailer next to me, he's out of lane technically. We have a law here in California on highways, state routes, and freeways that you can only use the right lane. They give you leniency for the second if you're towing anything. Technically, a semi-truck is towing its trailer. That's how they look at it. So a pickup truck towing a trailer, a car pulling one of the little dinky U-Hauls, little baby, you know, enclosures. Anything that's a couple of connections is considered towing. You can only be in those right two lanes. Like this semi-truck with the pink container. Technically, he's out of lane. Cops can pull you over for that and cite you for being out of lane. That's what the actual violation is. And it's under a certain statute. However, we do have another one too. It's a speed limit for towing. We're the only state that does it, apparently. And if you're towing anything on the highway, the speed limit is 55. It's pretty much all the freeways. Now, if the street, like Beach Boulevard, is Highway 39, that's a state highway. But the speed limit on Beach is 45 to 50. And there are some areas where it drops to 35. Obviously, you're not going to go 55 on that. Then there's no restricted speed limit, but it'll be posted too. Let's see if I see it on the shoulder here as we go. Yep, right there. That is autos with trailers and trucks with trailers. Speed limit 55. There it is. I didn't see what the bottom section said. It looked like they had hey! CRST transportation, and they're just as bad as Swift. And I'm gonna get in the right lane. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Look at that. Close behind Windy City Wire. Smartwire.com. When I moved 16 years ago, I rented a moving truck. The biggest scam around to rent from is U-Haul. U-Haul is like a giant scam, the way they do their pricing structure. So I didn't want to rent from U-Haul. So I rented from Ryder. The truck wasn't bad. It was a 26-footer. It did not have a liftgate like that. It had the standard roll-up ramp like your U-Hauls do. It was 26-footer on the Freightliner chassis, just the same chassis that truck is. The only thing that pissed me off with that was they had it speed limited, programmed to not go any faster than 65 miles an hour. Great. The 15 freeway, speed limit's 70. So when I got from the 91 to the 15, I'm in the right lane. It's sad when semi-trucks are passing you. Granted, they shouldn't be going that fast either, but I was the slowest person at 65 on a 15. Let's just put it that way. Nobody drives 70 on that freeway. From the 91 going all the way south, nobody drives 65. Most people are driving like 80, 85. I see people doing 90. Like the normal speed on that freeway is like 80. So going 65 in the right lane, even in the right lane, I was pissing people off. Nothing I could do about it. I mean, but that was the only thing that irritated me with that truck running from them was the speed. Because then if you're trying to accelerate too, it's like, God, that sucks. Well, back in Fullerton. Well, only going to be in Fullerton for a second because as soon as I go under the bridge, we're going to be in Anaheim. To the right is Fullerton. To the left on the other side of the freeway is Anaheim. I don't like getting off at Beach. There's construction going on Beach. Makes it a pain in the butt. When you get past the interchange, throughout the 5 interchanges of 91, then you got to jump 2 lanes to the right as well. I don't like having to do that. That's why I usually just get off at Magnolia here. I'm going to take Magnolia. I don't know. Most of the time it's better. There is some construction going on Magnolia on the northbound side. Sorry if you guys have been commenting. I'm driving, so it's kind of hard to read comments. Been a minute since I've watched one of Mr. Parker's live streams. He's driving a, I don't know if he still is, but he was driving a medical transport van. So he was doing a lot of live streams. Gamer Viking is his handle. We had a bunch of people I follow. Yes, I watch Pepe's videos. Pepe's Towing is from our yard. Baldwin Park is only like maybe 30, 35 miles north of us. It's not that far. This to the right of us, right here, is Northgate's Distribution Center, Northgate Supermarket. They're starting to really pump up. They closed a bunch of Food for Lesses, and Northgate, or I think Northgate's taken over a lot of them. Anaheim Animal Care. Let's see who's going to make the right and who's going to wait till the very last minute to get back into normal lanes, or who's going to bypass that right turn lane altogether and cut me off. Let's see what I got for fuel. I got about a half tank. Alright, I'll fill up when I get back to the yard. Over there to the right, you guys can't see it, but there's like a housing complex, low-income housing complex probably. There used to be a Sears service center there, back when Sears was, still around. I had to look, but last I knew there was still a Sears at the Whittier Mall, like the last Sears, but they might be gone already. Craftsman got sold to another company. All that crap's made in China. It's been made in China for a while. Even when Sears was open, the quality kind of really went down at that point. You know the downfall of a company? When they're making all their stuff in the US, and then they decide to change and transition to going Chinese. The writing's on the wall at that point. Oh, that used to be a Walgreens there. Popeyes is still there, but Popeyes food's gone downhill. I used to like Popeyes a lot, but their chicken isn't that great anymore. And now I've tried other places like Raising Cane's. I like Raising Cane's. And then there's Zach's Chicken. It's kind of more like a one-off place, but they're in Lake Forest. I like their chicken. Their spicy chicken. I like spicy stuff. Take a peek here and see if there's any comments. No, no comments. Still driving. Cameron Court condominiums. One of the videos I did of impounding a car that was illegally parked was in this place here on the right, Viva Apartments. The tenant called. We had communication with the manager and everybody. Somebody dumped a rental car basically in their spot. I don't know what happened with the person, but oh, County of Orange. I guess they're doing some homeless cleanup. They got a Packer truck and some other stuff. They're right there by that storm channel. We've been getting a lot of homeless that have taken shelter in the channel there under the streets. So the little tunnels under the streets, they'll shelter in there and then they'll pack rat themselves in place. It gets bad. The one by our shop, they've lit like fires, a bunch of fires, just trash. They lit on fire there. One of the fires that they started, it charred up the back of the building next to the channel there. That was another body shop. Yeah. Let's see if I see old memories. Let's see, this is Lincoln. This KFC's been here forever. This mechanic shop / brake shop or whatever has been there forever on the right. I wonder, no, Bally's Total Fitness is gone. They went belly up. Because up here, the next light is Broadway. On the left, there used to be a Bally's. That's another thing too, if you're, doing the vehicle living life, is can't get like truck stop access to get showers and stuff like that. A gym membership for like 24-hour fitness or something, actually useful. And even if you don't use it for the gym, you get showers and all kinds of stuff. So for whatever the cost of a month is, I think what gym memberships like 10 or 15, 20 bucks, something like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Bally's building's gone. Looks like they're gonna build homes there. Pizza Hut's still there. That's been there forever. This school has been here. Well, this is Maxwell School. They've upgraded their fencing though. Well, a lot of schools ever since, with the whole mass, the mass projectile thing, I'm gonna call it, because saying other words on YouTube is kind of taboo. A lot of schools around here have really upgraded their fencing to either not climbable fencing or full, wrought iron fencing. We're talking stout stuff. This place has been here and changed businesses a whole bunch of times. That shop there, it's like some new LED or whatever place. Those shops pop up, those little lighting shops. They don't seem to last a long time though, because you really need people to want to buy your products. Alright, so this dip right here, I drive through here all the time. Going south, the direction I'm going right now, you don't actually have to slow down. It's not that bad. It's not like a speed bump or like the north side. The north side, if you don't slow down, it will bounce you. But the south side, it's like easy. What are you doing, Chevy? Wow. Couldn't wait to get in the right lane, could you? This is a comment. I haven't been flipped off yet, though. Although I'm sure if I would have honked at him, I would have probably got flipped off. Why did you need to get into the right lane to dart in front of me that quickly? We're still going the same direction. Like, I get it if you had to make a right back there at that light. Yeah, this is an everyday occurrence. Southern California drivers. guy going to make a right here at this light? I'm just curious what his rationality was for jumping in this lane. He's gone straight plenty. Did he have plenty of time? Nope. Still going. So, off here to the right, this parking lot there, it used to be a mechanic shop like 25 years ago. It's been like, dead, you know, boarded up and just kind of abandoned for a long time. A couple months ago, I guess some homeless that were in there. Details are still unclear, but they found one of the somebody got their vehicle hit while it was parked. Actually, both those trucks got hit. Downside of parking on the main street, the 2 a.m. drunk driver, your car becomes just another obstacle. I picked up one of the crashes I picked up that's on video was on the other side right there, right on the other side of the train tracks. It was a Honda into the back of like an OBS S10 Blazer. Yeah. Well, that's the sheriff's department for you, though. They'll leave the ones that aren't blocking the street. But yeah, that building there a couple months ago, they found a homeless deceased in there, and they believe that the other homeless in there went stabby on them. So that whole place was a crime scene. I think On Scene TV might have video, news video about it. They were there for a good chunk of the day with the crime lab, going over the whole scene. See, what was the reason for you jumping in front of me like that, dude? You're still going straight. That's people for you. That is people for you. This bar is a dive bar, but it is not a good place to be at nighttime. There have been a lot of incidents that have happened there where people didn't leave. Let's just say that way. They didn't leave on their own accord. They either, fights have broken out, people have been stabby, people have been hit with projectile things, people have been taken away from their parking lot in black bags. Yeah, it's not the only one though. There's a couple of the dive bars in Anaheim I used to frequent way in my earlier age that were bad for that too, because you know, alcohol and people get involved with each other, and then somebody says something, or somebody hits on somebody's girl, or somebody just mouths off, because alcohol, you know, brings out the best in everybody. And then it spills out into a fight in the parking lot, and some people have been the bad end of those fights. Back to the yard here. It's about 11:20. So I'll go fill up and then I'll take lunch. There's nothing crazy right now. Waiting for this body shop to disappear. There's the Dream Channel. There's a pallet company. Here's us. We work on everything. And we are Tesla certified. Alright. I'll hop out for a second, go turn my papers, and grab a fuel card. As soon as I turn around. Not turning around there. Forklift's in the way. Oh. Somebody's masking up a vehicle. That trailer that I posted a short about. There's our mechanic. He doesn't like loud things. Trailer I posted a video, a short clip about. I'm not almost done tearing that apart. Literally, it's just the frame right now, and half a section of the butt wall that's up there. Everything else is gone. I'm saving the black water tank, the poo-poo tank, and the toilet for last. Alright, hang tight. I'm gonna go drop these papers and we're gonna get some money and go put some gas. Well, I'm going to correct myself when I said I was going to get gas. I'm not going to get gas, I'm going to get diesel, but that was my thought logic to it. I can't really make a U-turn in a business district, but okay. Did all that just so I can turn around and back into the pallet yard. Just assuming they buy pallets there. I see lots of guys with pickup trucks showing up with pallets. The only problem I have with that is that it encourages people to steal. Because then you get these guys going around and stealing pallets from businesses. Just so they can go sell them. We had an impound one time on an old Dodge van. The guy used to be a Ralph's supermarket on Walker and La Palma. I think it's a Walmart market now. But the guy got caught in the back because I guess he went there a couple of times. And that's the thing too, right? If you're gonna steal from somewhere, if you go back again later to steal from them again, you don't think they're gonna like be, you know, more on alert now that they know you've been there before? Like, that's how you get caught, going back to the same place twice. So the guy was in the back and he was taking the crates that hold the 2-liter soda bottles. I think they were Pepsi or whatever. And I guess supposedly the market value on the, you know, I found them, I want to sell them market was like $5 or $15, something like that. The guy had 300 of them in his van. He had taken so many that he was there long enough for the cops to roll up on him. And the thing is like, when stuff like that happens, right, you don't get the property back right away. Like, it's part of a court case. It's evidence now in the crime. So the cops had to, you know, the cops called us to take the vehicle for impound on the crime. But they had to bring their utility trucks over and haul all the stuff, all the crates away back to the police department for evidence. Dude, what are you thinking? Like, okay, you know, yeah, you're gonna make your money, but that's where I get where you could sell stuff like that, general public can, places like that, then it just opens the door for people to do nefarious things. That's a big word, nefarious. It means bad things. Gas station. Rocket. I like pump number 7. There is a Honda parked next to pump number. Oh, there's an old guy in a Honda that apparently can't drive, parked next to the opposite pump from number 7. Let's see if I can squeeze between him and the pump. This dude is literally washing his car with the window squeegee. Dude, it's not what that's for. No wonder the things are always jacked up. What are you looking at? Oh my God. Actually, I'm gonna shut that off. Let me grab my cans. And I want to fill my cans back up. They're both empty. I had a CHP call the other day for gas. I used my gas out on the gas can, and before I left the auction, I dumped my diesel can in because the stuff was starting to get old. I needed to cycle it. So let me grab my cans real quick. Shut this off. Get some fuel. Good enough for a second. Got the fuel tank open. Gloves. Got comments. Right. Right, put you down there for a minute. Ooh. Diesel is $6.40 a gallon. Ouch. Crack my diesel can open. I can get that refilled. Jesus, that's expensive. So warm hand for you. Fuel prices.
Buy 2 Pepsi 20 ounces for $4.50. Rock it today.
Let me get the pump evened up so I know how much I'm putting 5 gallons in my diesel can. Uh, 2 gallons, 0.004. Fill that can back up. Put my foot on it to hold it because they tend to move when they're empty. It's a 5 gallon can, so it should take about 5 gallons.
Come inside and save.
about 2 gallons in.
And free stuff with the Rocket Crew Rewards Program and Rocket Stores app. And the best part, it's free to join the crew. Learn more inside or scan the QR code.
4 gallons.
Fuel your hydration with any new 1 liter smart water for
And
$5.
4.8, so raise that up just a little bit.
$4 at Rocket.
We got biscuits that are out of this world.
And 5.2 gallons. Right, we'll put that back in the tank and let that run. Hey, that old dude took off. Yeah, I'm rolling in and he's washing his car with the window squeegee. And that's why the window squeegees get all messed up. It's not a car wash. Like, it's not there for you to wash your car with it. Please don't. It messes it up for everyone else. I probably need to clean my window too. And I gotta fill this back up. Yeah, whoever gave me the 3rd like, thank you. This is easier to put back in the tray with the bed up. I keep my cans behind my trash cans. And the reason for that is visibility. I don't want them to be out visible. Put this thing up. I gotta put the phone down for a second. Yeah, I don't want them to be out invisible. If I put them on the outside, yeah, it's easier to get to them, but people see them, and then if I park anywhere, come back and find somebody tried to rip me off or something. Still gotta fill that one up. So far, only 18 gallons. All right, we're back. Boss just called and asking if I have more to go to auction. Right now, I don't. There's got one left. $152 so far. The pump's gonna stop at 175 regardless if I don't take all of it. I think I'm almost full. This tank holds about 45 gallons. It's a 50-gallon tank, but it doesn't let you fill it up that much. There's going to be a little bit of room. Oh, yep, there's $174 right there when the pump slows down. So, yeah, we're going to take $175.
Donut holes and donut butter.
Yep, that's it, $175, just enough to fill my can and my tank. Woo.
Hey there, are you looking for a way to buy Bitcoin with cash? Visit our CoinFlip crypto.
A little trick, if you press this button, the second one down on the right, it mutes the audio for your session. Just saying, if you don't want to listen to it. Alright, let's fill my gas can. Wait for the see if it'll do it. Yep, we're good. Okay. Comment how much gas is where you're at. $5.29 a gallon for regular. Yep. All right, for the red jug.
Are you looking for a way to buy Bitcoin with cash? Visit our...
Alright. Gonna repress that button to shut the thing up. We're at. Stop when it hits 5. Trying to get it so the glare isn't there. $3 or 3 gallons. 4 gallons. It probably won't go all the way to 5 because I have the nozzle pressed all the way in. Yep. These vapor recovery nozzles. All right, hold on. I gotta put this down. There's a lock collar you gotta pull back on. we're at 5.3. That's good enough. So yeah, these these nozzles here are set that you have to press them down so they make a seal. When the gas goes into your container, your vehicle, or whatever, there's a second hose inside here that takes the vapor back, because California doesn't want the vapors going into the air. Or we're the only state that does that, because everywhere else uses the standard single tubed nozzle. Because apparently we think that it's gonna save the environment, but if that was the case, then why are the other 49 states not doing it? Somebody said in New Jersey you can't even pump your own gas. It's illegal. Never been to New Jersey. New Jersey's a very dumpy place. Lock cable back on. Lock my cans back. And I've got to make sure that this is pulled up, otherwise it won't be long enough. That's it. I mean, if somebody really wants my stuff bad enough, they just cut that probably. We'll walk around the truck. We are done. How much was 5.3 gallons here? I go to Costco and buy my gas. It's a little bit cheaper. About almost $30. $28.32. Oop. All right, fire up the truck. Put my bed back down. I can get the cans out of there without doing the bed, but it's easier. That guy can't drive either. Just hop the curb. Alright. Alrighty guys, I'm going to end the live stream. I appreciate y'all for checking in while I'm rambling and whatnot. I know I don't really go live a whole lot. Then probably have to do a Q&A live stream here at some point, just to kind of get more engagement. I mean, I'm not trying, but it's just something that's, you know, more for you guys to engage in. So thanks for watching. Be safe out there as always. I'll see y'all on the next one. Comment down below where you're watching from. I'm always curious to see how far these things get. Once again, thanks for watching.